look at ways to compare different numbers. When numbers are written in different formats, it's always easier to put them in the same format so that you can compare them. And decimals is probably one of the easiest go-tos. So we're going to compare the two numbers using the less than, greater than, or equal symbol. So looking at the square root of 90, that is about 9.4868, which then is, if we look at the first two digits, 48 is smaller than 52. Therefore, the square root of 90 is less than 9 and 52 hundredths. Here we've got a list of 4 different numbers that we want to put in order from least to greatest. So to start, I'm going to round each number to the same decimal place value so that I can easily compare the 4 numbers. So starting with 1/3, if I write out the first 3 decimal places, that would be 0.333. 33%, again, I'm going to use 3 decimal places, so that would be 0.330. 0.3 already has 1 decimal place, so I'm going to add zeros to the end to have 3 decimal places. And then 3 times 10 to the negative second or negative third would be 0.003. So all 4 numbers now have 3 decimal digits. And I'm going to start all the way, or the first number after the decimal point. And you'll notice this last number here has a 0. Therefore, that is going to be my least out of those 4 numbers. The other 3 numbers all have a 3 as the first number. So now I'm going to move on to the second digit past the decimal. And this one has a 0, which means it's my next number. And then now I'm going to look at the third digit, and this one has a 0, which means it's my third number, which means 1/3, which ends in a 3 there, would be my greatest out of those numbers. So when writing these, though, in order, I'm going to write them in the original format. So my least number was my one in scientific notation, 3 times 10 to the negative third, followed by 3/10, followed by 33%, and then my greatest value being 1/3. So again, always put numbers into the same format. You can do all decimals or all percents. Fractions work as well. You just would need common denominators. And then just make sure that you're using something in common with each value so that they can be easily compared.